It's still the AM show. This is the AM news, but let's begin from our election headquarters, where only 12 women are contesting the parliamentary primaries of the New Patriotic Party in the Ashanti region. This represents barely 9% of total of women participating in the political exercise. Communication Minister Ursula Owusu, along with the Minister of Foreign Affairs Akakpo, visited the Oforikrom constituency to support Claudia Lumo in their quest to strengthen female leadership in the party. Here's a report by Clinton Yeboah.
The Oforikrom NPP Parliamentary Primary is fiercely being contested by 5 contenders, including 1 female. Female participation is seemingly very low in the NPP's internal contest, with a percentage of less than 10 in the Ashanti region. The incumbent MP for Ablekuma West and Minister of Communication, Ursula Owusu, is taken aback by the low involvement of women. She admonishes party heads and delegates to prioritize female aspirants in Saturday's election.
It's absolutely critical that we improve the representation of women in Parliament. We're nowhere near enough. And so when you identify a potential strong contender, you give them all the support that you can. We should do more to protect the women who have braved the odds and overcome so many challenges to vie for political office. We must do more to strengthen them, build them up, and encourage them. And so I see in Claudia a potential strong female leader in this country. That's why I've left my contest to come and plead with the delegates in Oforikrom to help us by bringing her to Parliament and enabling us to also work with her. Our governance structures, even the executive, doesn't mirror the country, and it should. At least 30% of the seats in Parliament should be filled by women.
Ursula visited the Oforikrom constituency to support Claudia Lumo, the only female in the constituency primary. Claudia is hopeful of carrying the day in Saturday's polls.
I'm just praying that the people of Oforikrom will see my good heart and see what I want to do, the kind of service I want to provide, and they vote for me. That's all I'm asking people of Oforikrom.
Notable NPP female party leaders were spotted on the campaign platform encouraging delegates to vote for Claudia Lumo. The list included Foreign Affairs Minister Akakpo.
Array on your government appointee on only board membership input. And so, Unshania, when to me, I work for Oforikrom. Obi say, Mutanechia on the Mojambo.
Reporting for JoyNews, Clinton Yeboah.
Now, 529 delegates will decide the fate of incumbent Member of Parliament for Sisala East, Amidu Ishaku, and 45-year-old political science lecturer at the University of Ghana, Dr. Joshua Jebunata Zato. The duo are locked in a heated contest dubbed the Battle of Uncle and Nephew. Rafiq Salam takes a look at the primaries in the region.
There will be a heated contest in one of 3 constituencies in the Upper West region, where the ruling New Patriotic Party NPP has sitting members of Parliament. Interior Minister Ambrose Derry goes unopposed following the disqualification of Alex Mould, who could not carry through his bribery and threat of having his name on the ballot for the London NPP Parliamentary Primary.
That if it is the will of the God I worship, that I'll be on that ballot. I've told them I'll be on that ballot. Amen.
Ambrose Derry is seen by many as a minister and parliamentarian that brings more development to his constituents and the region at large in recent years. Though the people are heaping lots of commendation and encomiums on him, he rather prefers to put the credit to the people.
I owe whatever good I've done first to God, and secondly to the good people of Upper West. You were with me when I came as regional minister. When I started the first fight of time, of Ambrose Derry time, the people didn't fail me. You call me super because wherever I go, I relate, my people relate to me well. any part of this region, they give me the respect. And as long as they do that, you see me as super. But in the end, I think the citizens of this region are the super people.
Municipal Chief Executive for Nandom, Raymond Nero, posited that the work of the Interior Minister, Ambrose Zeri, has endeared him to the heart of many, including members of the opposition NDC.
You don't need somebody to come and tell you that these are the works of Honorable Ambrose. Talk about the roads. The very first day in Parliament, when he just went, February 2017, we saw work began on our roads in Nandom. We've seen the young men who have been recruited. We've seen the boreholes. We've seen the schools. Everything is working in Nandom. Amidst the challenges we face in Ghana, in the country, but things are working. It's just because of the man, Honorable Ambrose, we have. And so, anybody who is an NPP man in Nandom believes that or agrees with every stakeholder that Honorable Ambrose should represent the people of Nandom.
In neighboring Lambuse constituency, Dr. Yelvira Dombaligi is also going solo.
I might not be the best candidate, but I think my people that have flanked me feel that I have done some good work in the 3 years, and they think I should continue. But at a point in time, when they feel I have exhausted my ideas, they may come to contest.
Deputy Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, Amidu Chine Isaku, however, is not enjoying same luck in the Central East constituency as he is being challenged by a lecturer at the Political Science Department of the University of Ghana, Dr. Joshua Jebuntie Zato. Mind you, this is a constituency in the last 20 years that has the penchant of changing their legislatures after every 4 years. Amidu Chine Isaku is already aware of that and bent on breaking the 4 years political cycle. He believes that his record will show in the polls.
He's my maternal uncle. I mean, my mother and him come from the same home. But you know. Do you have any better plan? No. There's difference between theory and practicals. This election is theory against practicals. I'm a practical politician who knows the terrain. My coming to the constituency to interact and to be with the people has been consistent. You virtually find me in the constituency every week, every 2 weeks, attending social gatherings and interacting with the constituents. I have not, stayed away from the people who voted for me, and consistently I have been with them. Beyond that, in terms of development, under the difficult economic circumstances as a result of the global pandemic, Basisala East has gotten a good share of development in terms of roads. We are having a major water project that you yourself came and covered the handing over of site, and the contractor is in advanced stage of completing an over 18 million water project, which will take care of even population growth beyond 20 years.
Dr. Joshua Jebuntie Zato, however, averred that he is not a political rookie as claimed by the incumbent member of parliament. He opined that the constituency is sick and needs the service of a doctor which is ready to fill in with Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
So the whole country, the whole of the NPP rallied and said, look, we need a medical doctor, or in this case, we need a doctor to solve the problems of Ghana. They went for an astute academic, intelligent, smart man, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Well, the problem of Sisala is to now need a doctor. So Sisala East will choose another doctor, another astute academic like me, Dr. Joshua Jebuntie Zato. If the two doctors, and my position is number 2, think about it, it's prophetic. The gods of Tumu and the gods of our land, the Tumu here have ordained it. Number 2, we have 2 doctors standing on the bedside of Sisala East. In 2025, Sisala East will be healed. Development will come. Progress will come because the 2 doctors cannot fail Sisala East and Madagana.
529 delegates will decide their fate on January 27. Reporting for JoyNews, Rafik Salam.
That's it from our election headquarters. Meanwhile, Member of Parliament for Efia, Joseph Kujo, is advocating for the establishment of more local football pitches to train more talent for the nation's football teams. According to him, the poor performance of the Black Stars in their recent fixtures can be blamed on the inability of managers of the nation's football team to raise local talent. He spoke at a sword-cutting ceremony for the construction of an astroturf for the Efia-Ekutufom community in the Western region. There's more in the following report. We'll bring you back that story later, but the environmental officer of the Sekondi Takoradi Metropolitan Assembly, Karim Hundu, says the assembly will embark on a massive typhoid vaccination for all food vendors in the metropolis to rid the metro of the disease. Speaking to JoyNews on the day of the STMA JoyNews Operation Clean Your Surrounding campaign, he explained a screening done for most food vendors on a typhoid showed positive, hence the need for the vaccination. Correspondent Inatalia Kwansa, who joined the team, has come through with this report.
The Sekondi Takoradi Metropolitan Assembly, through the EU-funded Twin Cities in Sustainable Partnership project, in collaboration with JoyNews, has commenced the unannounced visit to inspect the sanitary condition of households and commercial facilities in the metropolis as part of the campaign dubbed Operation Clean Your Surroundings.
From now up to middle of the year, we'll be visiting various communities unannounced to inspect various food joint, public toilet facilities, households, and a host of others. In fact, we'll be going to the hotels and then the restaurants as well. So this is basically to remind the public of their responsibilities to make sure that they keep their surroundings clean, make sure that they work in accordance with standards that the Assembly, through environmental health, has given them to follow. So that's basically what this campaign is all about. So we'll be again going out unannounced. The next will be at the Sekondi Sub-Metro, and then our next visit will be Eskad-Katang. And what we plan doing is that we're following up to some of the areas where we visited today, and we'll be visiting for the next two meetings.
The program started from the Takoradi Sub-Metro with visits to 8 food preparation and vending points, 2 public places of convenience, 2 bakeries, a flour mill, a drinking bar, and transport terminal. The nuisance found include lack of standard dustbin, exposed foods to silt, to dust and flies in sanitary drains with refuse, preparing food under insanitary condition, selling food without medical certificates of fitness, accumulation of particles packed hazardly, which is likely to harbor reptiles, rodents, and cause accidents on premises. The task force, headed by the Metro Environmental Health Officer Abdul Karim Hudu, issued caution notice to operators of some facilities visited.
Now, let's take you back to our previous story from Efia-Ekutufom, where Member of Parliament Joseph Kujo is advocating for the establishment of more local football pitches to train more talent for the nation's football teams. Here's the report.
Ghana is seen as one of the top footballing nations on the African continent, having won the AFCON on 4 different occasions. However, in recent times, the performances of the Black Stars in major tournaments have seen a major decline. Ghana won her last AFCON trophy 42 years ago, and all attempts at winning the trophy since then has not been successful. The Member of Parliament for Efia constituency, Joseph Kujo, believes talent for the Black Stars must be nurtured from the local level by providing pitches for training.
For me, today, standing here, we keep complaining about the performance of Black Stars. I think there is talent shortage in the country. If we're sincere, when you look at how we have organized talent activities and talent nurture activities to beef up soccer players selection into the future, we have lost a lot of our players. We haven't given attention to sports soccer, which nurtures the talent forward. And my own experience nurturing such talents in intensive, where I own Villa Fit Soccer Club. I've seen a lot of people make it to the international scene
Since 2007, when I started, I've seen guys attracting international attention. Okay, and I think that is what is lacking in the country, and specifically the community. I see the theatre community led as facilitating this talent match. Even though we haven't gone far in terms of years, I've already seen a talent appear to play for talents. And I've seen one talent from the EC, African Community, also get a call up to Black Stars. One player called Murugi, who currently plays for Libiano. And so, you know, people like Muspaka, who are dancing soccer, certainly need pool of players to tap from, who have gone through nurturing, and then when they do the professional division and so on, you have people coming from the fourth, second division, third division, and graduating to the professional league, and making transitions to national teams. That we have not been doing as a country. So what I'm doing in my country is to create that environment.
The Astroturf project, which is expected to be completed in the next 2 months, is a collaboration with the Ghana National Gas Company Limited. Francis Beidu is head of CSR at the Ghana Gas in the Western region.
Apparently, one of the objectives of the company to provide CSR project affected now is a countrywide project we have guided. So it is not just out of the blue. It is not out of the blue that we are doing this. Because as I did say, we have a lot of applications, a lot of people who want the Astroturf in their community.
Now, Member of Parliament for Yape Kusaugu, John Jinapo, says he will continue to push to get a permanent solution to flooding in Bupe. According to the MP, some provisions have been made in the budget and they will work to get the issue addressed. Mr. Jinapo spoke after the Red Cross donated relief items to flood victims in Bupe.
The Bupe floods affected over 6,000 residents in 2023, according to NADMO, destroying properties worth thousands of Ghana cedis. The MP for Yape Kusaugu, John Jinapo, said there was the need to find a lasting solution to the crisis.
I do know that some huge provision has been made for relief items and reconstruction in the budget. So we'll continue to push and pray that government will come to support the people. If they move back there, the water will rise again. We're going to have a major problem. You never know when this water will go beyond this level. And as the water keeps coming up, it means that the structural integrity of the building keeps weakening, and the buildings can begin to collapse anytime soon. So I think that we have held a higher elevation. I've spoken to the DC. He's very cooperative. We are working together, and I hope that in collaboration with the DC, together, we'll be able to find a permanent solution to this challenge.
The Secretary General of the Ghana Red Cross, Gayoni Bulu Solomon, said the Red Cross would continue to support people in need.
This is not the first time we are doing this. The Red Cross in Ghana has been working silently on so many projects and operations. To mention a few, we have carried out, in collaboration with the Ghana Health Service, 40,000 free surgeries for needy people in the northern, upper east, and the broad Ahafo regions. We have provided 40 modified farm truck ambulances for rural areas in the upper east region to transport pregnant women in labor. We have supported the construction of 320 houses for flood victims in the upper east, northeast, and Savannah regions. We have provided 56 special emergency family kits, which sheltered 336 displaced persons in the Qatar tidal waves.
Some of the victims thanked the Red Cross for the support.
For what appreciation they have helped us. They will plead with them. They should get a landmark to help us to relocate ourselves so that we can sit well so that we will not be losing a lot of our belongings again. So I'm very grateful to them.
Yeah, the Red Cross for us.
We thank the Red Cross for the support, but what we want government to do is to find a land and relocate us.
The Ghana National Education Campaign Coalition is calling for peace in areas plagued with conflict to ensure the education of children in those areas. Speaking at an event to mark the International Day for Education, Chairman of GINEC, Kwesi Oije, stressed the need to safeguard the fundamental rights of children because education, according to him, is not a mere commodity. There's more in this report. We'll bring you that later in a subsequent bulletin, but that's it for the AM News. My name is Sweetie Abochi. Up next is Benjamin Akakpo for the news review, and he'll be joined by George Sapong, who's a parliamentary candidate hopeful for Efija Kwabre South. Keep watching JoyNews.